Hi guys, it is Baldrick here, and I'm bringing you some Battlefield 3 gameplay and my thoughts on Battlefield 4. Just giving you a heads up, this is I've just put together some clips of some action. I know it's not the best gameplay, but some of it's pretty awesome. So anyway, getting to my actual commentary, what I think of Battlefield 4. So I've recently watched the multiplayer trailer, but before we get into multiplayer, let's stick to campaign a bit. So I was watching that 17-minute or 14-minute gameplay footage of Battlefield 4's campaign, and it just looks awesome. Like, it lets you go wherever you want. You don't have to have a linear gameplay like the shitty Battlefield 3 and Medal of Honor Warfighter campaign, which I found. So that should hopefully be good. And I like how they've kept the same engine. They've updated it a bit to Frostbite 3, so that should look really nice. Hope the bullets look a bit like Medal of Honor Warfighter, because the Battlefield 3 bullets, when you see them after you've put a shot on your sniper, they look a bit fake, but I think the Medal of Honor ones look a bit more realistic. But I'm not the boss of them. I personally don't really give a shit whether they keep the same bullets, because that's not really a big aspect of the game. And also in the campaign you see that he's got a pretty newbie grenade launcher. Now if that appears in multiplayer, I think we're gonna have some pretty overpowered weapons. But yeah, and in campaign I love how they've added like massive explosions, whole buildings crashing. That would have taken them ages to do. It just would have taken so long to do that Battlefield 4 game. I guess they've had ages to make it, so it should be really nice to play. Now we're gonna get onto the main part of this commentary, which is the multiplayer. So let's just kick campaign away for the moment and talk about what we're really watching this video for. So campaign, not good. Well, it could be good, but now multiplayer, it should be awesome. I've looked at the gameplay footage of multiplayer. It's that trailer, and it's got the building falling down. They're jumping from it as well. It's pretty awesome. You should watch that, guys. I'll probably put the link in the video's description, so you guys can check that out. So yes, the main feature in the multiplayer of Battlefield 4, which I have noticed, is the ability for massive buildings to collapse. And I really hope that's in like every single map. You can destroy whatever you want. When you shoot an RPG at something, it just doesn't stay the same. I know Battlefield 3 has a few glitches with RPGs. And also those health packs, you can throw them at walls sometimes and it breaks down the whole wall. It's a bit of a glitch. Hope they take that out. And they should also do it with like 50 cal snipers. If you like shoot a wall, it can like maybe make a big bullet impact on it or something. Or if you miss someone with a 50 cal, it knocks them to the ground. That would just be awesome. But I know that's not going to happen with today's technology in 2013, unless they spend billions of dollars on this game, which they won't. So let's go on to what we know about the game, and that is that everything is more destructible. I know I was going on a bit about it, but I didn't really cover it in detail. So what I mean by like more destructible, it's going to be basically like Battlefield 3 gameplay, except a bit more destructible. It's going to be more realistic destruction, unlike throwing health packs and destroying walls. And I hope to see similar weapons and maybe some new ones, but really if you think about it, you can't really get too many different weapons. I know we're definitely going to be getting like the classic AK-47 or 74U as a submachine gun, and probably, I doubt we'll get the sniper I'm using right now, the SKS, but we'll probably get the SVD. That's a classic sniper rifle which you see in almost every single first person shooter of Battlefield 3's timeline. And also the AK-47 is under the same category. As for American guns, or maybe European guns, I'd like to... Well, AK-47 is generally a European gun as well, but yeah, whatever. But I'd like to see Scar H. I hope they make it less recoil and a decent weapon to use instead of how shit they made it in Battlefield 3. But yeah, I'm really excited for this game. I hope they just do a really good job on it. That would be the best if they could. But yeah, the trailer just looks awesome. I love how like the guns look very realistic now. I've looked at the trailer and they do look almost like real guns. Not exactly like real guns, but I even think Battlefield 3 has some pretty realistic looking guns. But the dead giveaway for unrealistic guns is probably like the square boxes you see on the sights. You mainly get that in Call of Duty, not really Battlefield 3 at ultra settings, which I'm playing it on, so I don't really notice any bad textures. So it does look pretty realistic, in my opinion. And another thing, I know this isn't confirmed, but I really hope they touch up the bullet holes. Like, that pistol, if I shoot the wall and then I shoot it with a sniper, you won't be able to tell which bullet's which just because it's the same size. So that's really annoying, especially if you're really looking for details and realism. But then again, if you want really realistic games, just go to the Armor series. Can't really complain about realism there. It's pretty realistic. But I reckon Battlefield 4 is going to be just as realistic as Battlefield 3, except it'll look better. The game mechanics will flow smoother than Battlefield 3. That's what I'm definitely looking forward to. And also, I hope that it gives consoles a decent frame rate. I know the frame rates on current consoles, which is Xbox 360 and PS3, aren't the best. They're about 30 to 40 FPS, which isn't ideal. Now, I hope they can really play these on 60 FPS, and that would be awesome. I know my PC will definitely be able to run it at 120, pretty sure it would be. But if you turn VSync on, it's obviously going to be 60, and I hope the consoles are just as good as PC's high settings. Anyway guys, see you later.